Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Dream a Fantastic Dream podcast. This is episode 81, and today we are taking a bunch of Disney-themed personality quizzes. We're also going to be diving into some news about changes to the Rise of the Resistance line process. Oh my gosh. A reopening of the Value Resort, and more information of the Disney College program. We are hosts Skylar Gifford, Madeline Boynish, and Armida Flores with the ever wonderful Troy.
Hello.
All right, you guys ready? I'm gonna redo that later. I'm gonna cut it out, but
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So jumping into our shower thoughts, Madeline, I'm gonna let you go first.
Y'all, why is getting ready to go on vacation so stressful? Like, I'm so excited to go on my trip, but like I have not packed. I have minimal motivation to pack at the moment. But then I also sit here and I'm thinking about like you have to pack because then like you have to finish up your laundry and then you have to like clean your house. And like my dog sitter, I just bought like all the food that he's going to need. And then I have to like make sure that the dogs have everything that they need. And then I have to like, label things in my house for like what, like I usually do for my dog sitter. And then I like planning for work while I'm gone is a pain in the rear. Cause if y'all didn't know, when teachers are out, we actually don't just like throw in a movie. Like there's actual work that our kids do sometimes. And like planning to be out is way more stressful than planning to actually like be there. So it's just like, I know it'll all be worth it, but right now I'm just like, why is getting ready for vacation so stressful?
You just have to like do all the work to make up for the loss when you're on your vacation. That's just the most difficult part.
Yeah. It's rough.
It'd be really great is if you sent like the person who's subbing for you all the photos of Disney World and have her like share them to the class and be like, look what I'm doing.
My kids already asked me, they're like, Ms. Boynish, can you like record the fireworks and we can all watch it together? And I was like, no. And they're like, why not? Why not? And I'm like, because I will be too busy taking it in and sobbing in the moment because it's going away. And that will be my last time seeing it. So I will already be like crying. So not enough to record. And they're like, well, you can just record it and then cry afterwards. It's like, no, that's get your nose out of the microphone. That's not how this works.
Honestly, just pro up the pro shot of it.
Honestly, I'll just find some YouTube version and be like, yeah, this is my recording, guys.
Wow, check this out. It was so good.
Nobody's going to know.
100% recorded those. But yeah.
All right, Armida.
All right. Exciting things are happening. I just started debuting my Halloween cosplays on TikTok. Very exciting. I started with Draco Malfoy on Friday. On Friday, I debuted Draco Malfoy, and it was so much fun. And I just love like the idea of transforming into different people nowadays. I looked so different.
It looked really good.
Yeah, it looked so good.
I was really excited. And then this coming Wednesday, Sky and myself and my friend Allie are going to stream Very Proud of Musical on my Scener account. So I can get my audience into the idea of like what I'm cosplaying exactly, because I'm doing a very specific version of Draco. So I'm very excited.
It was so funny. I was in Target on Friday night after that photo shoot that I did. And I was like, oh my God, look at all this Dia de los Muertos stuff. I have to FaceTime Armida right now. And she answers and she had the Draco like wig on and everything. And I was just so taken aback. I like the people around me in Target like looked at me as if I was like losing my mind, because I just like was doubled over like, like laughing and like shrieking. And I was like looking at us like, what is wrong with the two of them?
I had Sky on my computer, and then I'm like, I'm about to hit record. And then Madeline calls me and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be good. I'm like, watch this. And then I answer and I'm just looking at her with like this intense face, my blonde hair. And like,
I was like, I just called you to show you this like jack-o'-lantern that was made out of a pepper.
I was like,
and this Dia de los Muertos stuff. I was not expecting this.
This is like the joy of being in my life, is that at any given moment I could just be a different person entirely. You could call me and I could be someone. I could be Black Widow or Cat Valentine. You'll never know which one.
You got to expect the unexpected.
The unexpected.
I kind of love that. Yeah. All right, Troy.
Okay, so for mine, I'm not trying to address annoying comments, but I don't know why, but like this week I got like some comments and I'm like, I just get so annoyed by them, because I'm like, Yeah, obviously. I posted a video and I was like, what's your favorite line cue, right? At Disney. And someone commented, um, line and cue are the same thing. They mean the same thing. And I was like, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say that. And I was just, I don't know, that just annoyed me and it made like just made the rest of my day just so negative. I don't know why.
Oh.
But
People on the internet feel that they have the authority to say whatever they want to anybody else with no regards to like feelings or cares of like, hey, you wouldn't do this in the normal world, so why are you doing it on the internet?
yeah.
At the same time, it's interesting because you're just like giving more context to what you're talking about. So it's like you're not wrong for saying that.
Yeah. But like I'm over it now. But at the time I was
Good.
just it just like made my mood so bad.
Yeah.
But I'm good
Pretentious
now.
commenters are like a total mood killer.
Yes, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the danger of like doing what you do in like a public eye. Because we
Mhm.
are all content creators.
Yeah.
So it's like the more you put out, the more trash you're going to be talked about. So it's
Mhm.
really just finding that balance of, yes, I enjoy doing it, but I still have the opportunity to get, torn apart or something for what I post and when I post
Yeah.
it. So just
Mhm.
like really think about that if you want to keep going, because it can be a lot. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only haven't gotten
So
as many because like I fight people all the time. People just stop commenting on my videos because I'm mean to people who are mean to me.
As you
I
should.
yeah, well, I mean, like you have a really good following. So it's
Mhm.
like you're gonna want to keep your content, excessive and growing because you want to keep
Yeah.
going with it, which is awesome, and I'm happy for you.
Mhm.
So for mine, I really just wanted to highlight our new merch store, which is awesome. So far we have about 8 designs. Soren, the podcast logo, one for Matterhorn, and a couple for the DVC hotels, and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested into like low-key designs and stuff, definitely check it out. I am having a lot of fun with it. It's just cool to have like a platform to create, fun content, and just let freedom of expression kind of reign. And I absolutely love, Troy's new podcast logo that he designed for us. It's really,
Yeah,
really
for
cute.
real.
And honestly,
Yay!
it's just nice to have like a unified podcast logo across all of the platforms that we use. So I'm very happy.
Mhm.
It
All
is.
right.
Good.
So you ready to jump into news?
Yeah, let's do it. So this one was kind of interesting. So starting September 23rd, Rise of the Resistance will be pausing the use of their virtual queue, and they will be going to strictly standby line. Which when they announced the date, of course, I'm going to Hollywood Studios on the 25th of September. And I woke up and I saw that and I was like, son of a B word. And I texted my parents and I was like, so this has royally messed up my plan. So I moved our breakfast reservation up by like 30 minutes. They don't know that yet. And mom, I know you're listening. Please don't tell dad that I changed something on the dining again because he'll have a cow. Just tell him that that was the original time. Don't tell him I changed it again. So I moved our dining reservation up by 30 minutes. And I was like, so we will be getting to park early and we will be running there. And my mom's like, I don't run places. And I was like, okay, well then I guess we're just going to wait in line for 2.5 hours. Because she's like, I'm fine if we don't go on it. I was like, well, I'm not fine. And I will not be fine if dad does not get to go on it. If you ask me, I think that the whole pausing of the virtual queue and going to the standby line is a Genie Plus thing. I 100% think that it's a Genie Plus thing. I think that, with them changing the, with Ratatouille opening soon and going to the virtual queue, and then them trying to debut Genie Plus this fall, I wholeheartedly believe that they're going to move towards, there won't be a virtual queue for Rise of Resistance, and you'll just like either do the standby line or you'll pay for it on Genie Plus. And if you ask me, I think it's going to be the most expensive thing on Genie Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
probably.
it is also like the most high demand ride and attraction at the moment. So it's like it's gonna be more, which makes sense.
Yeah.
At the same time, I love the virtual queue. Like if we didn't have that, I'd be really, really mad.
And I mean, like, I get it because like it is stressful, for a lot of people. I just find it very interesting. So I will have to let y'all know how that goes with just being in the standby line. For Rise.
Mm-hmm.
And that's such a long time though. Like, I don't know why you'd spend that much of your day dedicated to Rise of the Resistance. I know it's like a really, really good ride, but at the same time, why would you want to spend 2.5 hours for it?
Well, and that's why I told my parents, I said that needs to be the first thing like that we go and it either needs to be the first thing that we go and do, or it needs to be the like, hey, we've done everything else, we're going to go to this. Cause we have a reservation for Oga's at 9:10 and park closes at 9. So it'll either need to be a like, we wait and do it until 8:00 at night, like type situation, or we do it very first thing in the morning and just get it out of the way. Because and that's kind of the route that I'm hoping that we go, just because, we've all been to Disney World multiple times at this point. Like my dad has said himself, he does not want to actually spend the full day in Hollywood Studios. He actually wants to go back to the resort, towards the afternoon and whatnot, and then come back, which I'm totally fine with because my dad and I both really, really, really want to go to Abracadabra.
Boardwalk.
Yeah. Because honestly, the cocktails at Abracadabra just look so, so, so good. And, so I'm like, I'd be fine, with that. But at the same time, like, there's just some things I want to get. I have not been on Tower of Terror in over a year. And it crushes my soul.
How does that feel?
I don't want it really.
I'm going on it tomorrow.
You're going
Although
on
it's not
tomorrow.
Tower of Terror, it's Guardians.
I'd say, what's it like having a Tower of Terror? I wouldn't know. We wouldn't know.
But yeah. Maybe I'll have to go on and I'll have to FaceTime everybody while I'm on Tower of Terror. Even though
actually, good question. What do you guys prefer, Guardians or Tower?
I wouldn't know.
Guardians.
Really, Guardians?
Yeah, like the theming and everything. I really liked it. I feel like Tower of Terror, the theme of it was great, but like as an experience, it lacked something in which Guardian has.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll answer that question again in April.
For me, I enjoy Guardians more because I feel like that's more my energy. I'm also very easily spooked. As much as I love spooky things, I'm very easily spooked. So Guardians is definitely more along the lines of my energy. So I tend to like it more.
That's fair. All right. So All-Star Music Report is now open again September 16th with a remodeled lobby. Honestly, it looked really good from what I saw.
It looked really good.
More upcoming resort openings. Disney's Port Orleans Resort, Riverside, as well, October 14th. Disney's Port Orleans Resort, French Quarter, and the arrivals start October 28th, as well as Disney's All-Star Resort, with arrivals beginning on December 9th. So
with the opening of All-Star Sports, it's the last resort that's opening. Yeah. Everything will be officially reopened after All-Star Sports reopens.
Which is really nice. I'm glad. Because that's a lot of hotels that are down right now.
Yeah.
So this one has me super, super excited. And I'm debating whether or not I'm going to spend the money on it, but I kind of want to. So Crystal Arts on Main Street in Walt Disney World has a 50th anniversary gold and crystal tiara. It's a fairly sizable tiara too. Like it's probably like that tall. But it's available for pre-order. The first round that they got in sold out entirely, like super quickly. And so now they have them available for pre-order. They're expected to come back in stock in November and they'll pull the pre-orders from that. But it's like $85.
Wow. Sounds a lot like the Trader Sam's mug.
Yeah. So I'm debating if I need to spend the $85 for the 50th anniversary tiara.
You have to.
You should.
You could be a princess 24/7.
I feel like that could go for a lot more. I think I may have told you that too. I think I was like, that could be way more expensive than
it does sound really cheap for that, especially since it's like a resort thing.
Twist my arm, why don't y'all? So I will be pre-ordering.
Yeah, good. Pre-order it.
Good. And you know what that means?
Anyway. I knew you were going to do it anyway.
You know what that means? I'm hoping it'll just come in time and I'll wear it around Epcot on your birthday.
Can we make a video with like us wearing tiaras to annoy him? Can we do that?
You should get me the giant pink birthday sash.
Oh, I absolutely will. I will find you. I will find you a pink and sparkly gold 21st birthday sash.
No, you need to give me that princess one too.
How about wait? I have a shirt idea. The two of us had talked about getting matching shirts or doing like coordinating shirts for his 21st birthday. So now all of a sudden I have this like evil plot in my head now that that's been brought up. So we'll just discuss that later.
I'm excited.
And me too. So Disney College program has slowly started to come back, and applications are now open for the Disney College program. They're recruiting for program arrivals between October 2021 and April of 2022. And those would run through, your departure date would be no earlier than June 2022. It depends on how long you want your program to be, but your program must be somewhere between 5 months and 7 months. And I know a lot of DCP individuals extend on their program. So they may start out with a 5-month program, but then they extend to 7 months because they enjoy it so much. So if you've ever been interested in the DCP and it's something that you want to do, your applications are open and you have an
10 out of
opportunity to go
10.
do it.
Would recommend 10 out of 10.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so this is really, really exciting. So Disneyland
I knew you would
announced-
love this.
I am so excited. I am literally freaking out right now. So Disneyland announced that guests with valid Magic Key passes can ride Haunted Mansion Holiday after the park closes on select dates from September 20th through October 7th. The ride will open for an extra hour on Mondays through Thursday with in the above park dates, which is cool. Proof of a valid Magic Key pass and park reservation are required to access this ride during that exclusive time. So if you
So we
guys
know what
have
he's doing tomorrow.
Magic
after
Key
park.
That's
passes,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's going tomorrow. So that's what
I
you're
will
gonna
be
do,
doing
right?
this. Oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
well, duh. I'm gonna literally be doing this like 3 times.
Yeah. I knew he was going to get so excited with that because he loves Haunted Mansion Holiday.
It's
So they
okay.
released show times for Animal Kingdom's new show, Kite Tales, which is debuting as part of Disney's 50th anniversary, which I cannot believe is less than 2 weeks away, guys. Like, can we believe?
I just
Oh
thought
my
about
God,
that.
wait,
Like,
what?
October
Are you
1st is almost
serious?
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's less than 2 weeks. It's kind of scary. So the show is going to be performed at the Discovery River Amphitheater, so the same place where Rivers of Light was. Honestly, RIP. I loved Rivers of Light, but that's beside the point. And it's going to have various wildlife animals as well as characters from The Lion King, Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo, The Jungle Book, and more. I think it'll be a really interesting show.
Mhm.
To be honest, the kites and
They
all of that
released a
sort.
preview of like the kites that are out right now. They kind of look like Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade floats.
It
Zazu's
sounds
does
really,
it.
really pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. So starting October 1st, those performances will be daily, basically at a quarter after the hour, from 11:15 through 5:15. So every hour on the 15-minute mark.
Exciting.
Yes. And last but not least, since Sky's going to sit here in silence, Disney released a teaser for the 50th anniversary special that's airing on ABC on October 1st called The Most Magical Story on Earth. It's hosted by Whoopi Goldberg and has musical appearances by Christina Aguilera and Halle Bailey, who is the new Ariel in the live action Little Mermaid.
This
I thought
excites
you'd
me.
like more, so I just let you do it.
This excites me. So I'm very curious as to what Halle Bailey is going to do. I doubt they would preview anything, but like, what if they did? In my mind, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if she's saying like part of your world or something? I think I would like,
I think
cry.
I feel like they would, because it would be a good promo for
The
the
movie,
upcoming
yeah.
movie, which I mean, now granted, it's not debuting until May of 2020.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a while out still.
It might be too far out, but they did just announce the movie, the release date. So that I imagine like there could be enough hype to do that.
And I think that it would be good to start like building the hype early, because I'm sure that Disney is sort of banking on this being a big ticket thing, not only because it's a beloved, movie turning into live action, but also because the cast is so diverse from what the cast originally was. And I know that when they announced that Halle Bailey was going to be the live action Ariel, people went ballistic just because she's not, white with red hair. And people kind of went ballistic over that. So I think that Disney wants to capitalize on, whatever they can to try and get more positive, feedback
For sure. Yeah,
the upcoming film.
for sure.
All right, are you ready?
Yes, let's do the quizzes. Let's do the
So
things.
everyone go to the doc, pull up the quiz section, and we can start from there. You guys can do it on your phones, and I can just pull it up on the share. So today we are doing a bunch of Disney personality quizzes from BuzzFeed and other places. It just sounded like it'd be fun, so let's do it.
It helps you guys get to know a little bit more about us too.
Yes.
So honestly, okay, so Sky and I are both like massive fans of both Myers Briggs and Enneagrams because we both feel like Myers Briggs and Enneagrams are way too like realistic, for us. So let's start with the Myers Briggs. And so looking at what Disney characters are our Myers Briggs type.
All right. So first question, does everyone know what their Myers Briggs is?
I do, yes.
Okay. So ISTJ, just let me know what you guys are.
That's me.
All right. This actually, I was surprised. This actually makes a lot of sense.
I don't like this.
So
I don't like mine.
You are Bernard from The Rescuers, which is interesting. Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast.
Which kind of makes
Colette
sense.
from Ratatouille, which 100% literally.
Oh,
you
yeah,
cannot
I
say
see that.
doesn't work.
Are you solely basing that off of her level of like meanness in the kitchen when she's like, "We cannot be mommy"?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that is.
You're also Eleanor from Brave. Eve from Wall-E, which is interesting.
Ooh.
Wall-E.
That's really interesting. I don't really see that, but
I mean,
Wall-E.
we were talking earlier, but like Wally and Eve, I feel like, I don't know. I guess I just can't get a lock on Eve's personality, I guess. Like I just don't see a personality connecting to her at all. So it's interesting that like someone was able to figure that out.
Yeah. Gothel from Tangled, which I could totally see.
I would not kidnap a child.
No, you have a lot of motivation for like.
Yeah, but not for evil things.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be for evil.
That's true.
Or selfish things.
Again, it doesn't have to be for like bad reasons. It's just you have a lot of self-determination for things that you want.
Fair.
She's like, I'm uncomfy.
I'm uncomfy. You are also Jane from Tarzan, Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my God, yes. Listen.
Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. Okay, Wasabi from Big Hero 6. That's hilarious.
That's really funny.
The White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, which actually makes sense because you're always determined on time and you never want to be late for anything.
I really don't. Lateness bothers me.
And Zazu from The Lion King.
Which also 100% makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that and I think about like the sing something else. It's a small world after all. And then you being like, no, anything but that.
I feel like most of the ones that you had were like more of like parental figures or like people who are like kind of in charge of
others. For sure.
Leadership. A lot of leaders are in
leadership.
this one.
Well, ISTJs are very notorious for being like very serious people, like in leadership positions, very forward thinkers, very logical thinkers. There's not really a whole lot of room for like the fanciful, nonsense. And that really kind of is me, to a T. So I do get most of these, but like, it's fine. I like Colette the most.
Any ISFJs?
Mm-mm. Wait, Troy, what's yours?
Yeah.
I'm an ENFJ.
Okay.
ENFJ.
You gotta kind of scroll for that one.
Let's see. All right, so you ENFJ, Baymax from Big Hero 6.
Yeah,
I could totally see actually.
Yeah,
that's really cool because you were like super passionate and just really, really lovable. Bianca from The Rescuers. Celia from Monsters Inc.
Oh, I see that.
Felix from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad. Hans from Frozen.
yeah, that one I don't really see. Not gonna
There's
lie.
gotta be like a villain in everyone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Merlin
Everyone
from
gets
Sword
one
in the
villain.
Stone. Mufasa from The Lion King. And Philip from Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, I love Philip.
I do too.
I didn't know if I
love
was gonna
Philip.
like my list, but like I actually really, really do. I mean, other than Hans, but for a majority of it, I do like ones that I got.
I think the Baymax one makes the most sense.
It
Like
does.
you really do just give off the like, how can I help you? Like,
I
but
do.
in a sweet, how can I help you? Things are great type vibe.
Yeah, I definitely do.
All right, Armida, what are you?
I'm an ENFP.
We're close.
We are very close.
Ooh, okay. So
Mhm.
Aladdin from obviously Aladdin. Anna from Frozen,
Yeah, it checks
which
out.
I can
Yep.
really see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Dory from Finding Nemo, which again makes
Also
100%
checks out.
sense. Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6. The genie from Aladdin, which actually is super interesting.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised by that. King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph. Nemo
I
from
get a
Finding
villain, yeah.
Nemo.
You said I was Nemo the other day. You
Yeah.
did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Olaf from Frozen. Peter Pan. Ooh, we got Rapunzel, so you guys kind of like counterbalance each other.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go.
Which is hysterical because so ISTJs and ENFPs are 100% opposites. And like for the longest time in my life, every single one of my best friends was an ENFP. And I was just like, oh my gosh, why do I attract ENFP?
But then keep reading that list though, because it gets better.
Tarzan and Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Literally, like you have Jane and Rabbit. That's why I laughed so hard when you got Rabbit. I was like, oh my God.
Rabbit and Tigger, Tarzan and Jane, Rapunzel and Gothel.
Yeah.
Total opposites. All right,
I
Sky,
enjoy
what are
that.
you?
Not gonna lie, I don't really remember.
Okay, hold on. I do remember this and I remember the one that you took the first time because
Yeah,
you
we'll
took
just
it
base
again.
off of that. I took it
Yeah.
again just
You
because
took it again
like,
3 weeks later and you changed. And I was like, this is why you don't take it multiple times. Take it once every 5 years. So I'm an ISTJ. You were an ESFP. Because we shared, no, wait, ESFJ. We shared the judging and we shared the sensing, but we were off on the other two. You're an ESFJ.
I don't see it.
It's on there.
Oh, it's right here. Okay. So Baloo from the Jungle Book, which I can kind of see. Flora from Sleeping Beauty. Giselle from Enchanted. Kanga from Winnie the Pooh. Yes! Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove.
I see it.
That checks out.
100%.
Lotso from Toy Story 3. Ow, that kind of hurts actually. Mary Poppins. Mr. Potato Head.
That's
No,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Potato Head.
Oh, Mrs. Potato Head. Oh, fancy. Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. Peach from Finding Nemo. Snow White. What is this? And Wendy from Peter Pan. Honestly, I don't really see a lot of these.
Yeah, I really don't either. Yours is the one that doesn't really check out.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
The only one that checks out on there is Kronk.
Yeah.
Kronk,
Honestly,
yeah,
that's
Kronk
all
is
that
it.
matters to me. It's fine. All
right,
right, you
so-
guys ready for the Star Wars one?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, wait a second. I may have messed up on yours. You're an ENTJ. Just kidding. Because I remember texting you about this because I saw the first one. And I was like, man, that's funny that that's who your first one is. Okay, y'all completely ignore his Disney list the first
Should we
time.
redo it and just listen to it?
Yeah, just redo
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We got a
sorry.
liar.
My
I
bad.
can just cut
kidding.
it. It's fine.
It took me opening the Star Wars one to remember. So let me reintroduce that. Sky, I remember because we share the last two, but we're different on our first two. So you're an ENTJ. My bad.
This is probably going to make a lot more sense. Okay. Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story. Helen from The Incredibles. Oh my gosh, I'm thick.
Oh my God.
Helen from The Incredibles. Jasmine from Aladdin.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay.
Phil from
Okay,
Hercules.
but Jasmine's very strong-willed. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phil from Hercules. Shang from Mulan and Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Did you talk about Mike from Monsters Inc?
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, you got
that.
that
I
really-
can see. Yeah.
You
That
have Mike
really
and
makes
Celia.
sense.
Oh, I love that Troy and Sky are Mike and Celia.
I mean, he is kind of
That
cute.
makes you.
All right, I'm gonna cut it because we are just about out of time, and then we can go and start a new one for everything
Okay.
else.
Okay.